Thank you, Mother Nature, for cooperating and let us get the whole thing in and add a little extra overtime to it. Look at that smoke from that 78 Auto Owners Insurance Toyota.
Ladies and gentlemen, Installment Motor Speedway is about to exit the cockpit. Your winner of the Bank of America 500, Martin Truex.
Another morsel will be over to it. First race in the round of 12 is in the books, and the whole race got in. Mother Nature cooperated. Couldn't be happier. Glad they got this first race in, and I hope you guys will enjoy these clips of the view of the Speedway. When I get back to my dorm, we'll do the race review and race recap, and I'll give you my opinion of what I thought of my first Charlotte race, and I can tell you this, it's going to be a pretty positive review. Back safe and sound after a fantastic day today at Charlotte. Couldn't have asked for a better weather than what we were expected. So thank you, Mother Nature, for cooperating today. And I had a wonderful time in my first race at Charlotte today, and it's definitely a memory to hold on for the rest of my life. But all my videos today are not complete without a race recap of the entire event. Number 1, Martin Truex Jr., as you saw from the burnouts and the finish of the race, captured his 6th win of the season, winning the Bank of America 500. More importantly, moving him on to the round of 8 for the playoffs. I guarantee you, if he didn't win this race, he's still at Kansas coming up, and, he has all those playoff points. Now, Martin Truex Jr., you expect him to dominate today. He really didn't dominate. He kind of struggled at the beginning, because he qualified 17th that Friday, and we didn't get any practice yesterday due to all the sessions being rained out due to the weather. But, he was able to continue to adjust the car. Cole Pern made incredible adjustments to the Auto Owners Insurance Toyota, and he was able to work his way to the top 5, and eventually, 70, 60 laps to go, he started taking the lead and just drove away from everybody. I mean, he really got their act together, and, honestly, I felt like the last couple of laps, it was, he was going to lose it, especially in that green-white checkered. I think he was pretty concerned about that, but nonetheless, he was able to do a great job, and he was able to hold off Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, and Jamie McMurray, the top 5. Number 2, Chase Elliott, another second-place finish, but I will say this, a little bit more of an acceptable second place compared to last week when we came so close and lost it towards the end. So, nonetheless, Chase Elliott had a great run today. We ran top 5. We were leading at one point, fell back to top 10, and then we were working our way to the front of towards the last few laps, and last green flag pit stop had an incredible stop, came off 3rd, and then passed Hamlin for 2nd place, and great start to the round of 12. I cannot put it into better words how proud I am of Chase Elliott today, and my first race at Charlotte definitely makes it all worth living, and would have loved to win, not to deal with Talladega next week, but at the same time, we're 3rd in the standings out today, which really helps us. Number 3, Kevin Harvick. Boy, did they put a step in the right direction for that 4-team in the mile-and-a-half program. They pretty much dominated the first half of this race, maybe even the entire race overall. It seems like lately Kevin Harvick really hasn't shown his championship edge. Well, maybe he did today. He just had a solid race car, and compared to where he was last year, he dominated mile-and-a-half as much as Truex did this year. He really hasn't dominated the mile-and-a-half since he came so close to winning Atlanta until he got caught for speeding. But nonetheless, a great run for Harvick and the Jimmy John's team today, and I think they're getting back into being championship form and maybe putting themselves in a position where they can advance to Homestead, because if they make it to the round of 8, you know what track Kevin Harvick's going to win. Phoenix. Number 4, Kyle Busch, another championship contender, had a great car at the beginning of the race and led laps. And then at the mid-portion of the race, he blew a tire and hit the wall, and that caused a lot of damage. And then he kept hitting the wall, and again at the end of the race. Kyle ended up finishing 29th, multiple laps down. And at the end of the race, he actually collapsed on the ground due to felt like he had a heat stroke or something like that. So he was able to recover. He is fine, but I bet you other than the heat stroke, he's not really happy about the events of today because he had a really good race car. And, some things you can't change in this racing. You can't really change about it. And number 5 would have to be the 48 car of Jimmie Johnson. Coming in probably as one of the favorites to win today. You expect Jimmie Johnson to probably be up there dominating the race. He didn't lead a single lap today, but he earned himself a top 10 finish. And, the last few weeks, the 48 has gotten better as now they're in playoff form. But I still think they're missing a little bit of integrity to keep up with Truex, Kyle Busch, and Kyle Larson. I think they need a little bit more if they're going to have any chance to compete for the championship at Homestead. So they got to find that. They're obviously a little bit behind the 24, but they're showing a lot more speed than they did leading up to the playoffs. So I would like to close out the video saying, give you my opinion of what I felt of the racing today. I felt the racing was pretty cool. I actually have a lot of, you can't really see it up close, but I got some rubber on my shirt, so that's pretty cool merchandise, free. My opinion about what I think of my first experience at Charlotte, all I can say is, I don't want to go to another race here. It was so much fun, and I cannot wait to go to another one. Probably next year's fall race, because I won't be around for Memorial Day weekend. So coming up, obviously, is Talladega. Who can win, and who's going to be in the big one? That's the problem. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. comes in as the playoff favorite to win, and he's below the cut line, so he's going to need to do that. But the overall favorite, obviously, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in his final race at Talladega. Wouldn't it be something if he could win? And compared to this season, I think that would make it a whole lot worth living. So I hope that happens for Junior Nation. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And congrats to Truex. Had a wonderful time at Charlotte. And I'll see you all next week to recap the Talladega race at the Alabama 500. Have a nice week.